G'day everyone, Viv here. I hope you're all keeping well. Welcome back. Now, it's again another long delay between updates, but it needs to happen, so here it is. Lots has been happening since my 7 figures a week pledge was uploaded. Included in that lots of things has been not very much painting of miniatures until recently. After that video got uploaded, I spent the next week gaming online with my old gaming group. Excuse me. A game had come out and had been out for a while that I was interested in playing, and a lot of my old guild mates and stuff were playing that game, and I jumped onto that bandwagon and spent a week online playing games. I don't think I painted a single figure during that week. I certainly made a bit of progress on some figures at the beginning of the week. As soon as the games went on, nothing else happened. The second week after that, we went to Adelaide to visit family. My auntie was having her birthday, 70th birthday, so we went there for that. So there goes another week. Then the third week I thought, shit, I better start sort of painting something here. I have a habit of saying I'm going to do this amazing challenge, and then it never really pans out like I expect. It's just miraculously going to happen without sort of effort, you know? So I thought, shit, I better start painting. So I got excited, and for those people that follow me on Facebook, in the description, or the link to my Facebook page is in the description below. If you want to go along and follow, I post pretty much every day on things that I'm working on. Would know that I picked up some Romans, my Romans that I got from Warlord Games. You may have seen the video that I uploaded saying thanks to Richard from Warlord Games for sending me some Romans along with some other things, another issue. Go and watch that video if you're interested. Anyway, so I thought I'd better start painting those Romans, because I've got the Celt army sitting up there on that board over there, lots of them. They need to get done, but I mean, who doesn't want to have Romans? Well, probably a lot of people actually. I wanted to have Romans. It's in a period of history that's interesting. I watch a lot of documentaries about it when I'm working on these figures, and randomly whenever I'm interested in having something on in the background. There's a whole bunch of cool documentaries available on YouTube, and I'd certainly like to get them on DVD, because the quality on YouTube of documentaries is fairly ordinary. People want to upload them quickly before they get taken down, and so the quality is like 360p and shit. So anyway, so I started painting the Romans. Now, I made some progress on those, and we'll have a look at them. Let's wrap up this intro. It's fucking getting too long. Not much happened in the first couple of weeks of my painting pledge. So far, today, I've painted 24 Roman auxiliaries. I'm well on my way through 24 Roman Legionnaires. The skirmish figures and stuff, not much has happened with them. I'm really interested in these block units out of the way, because they're easy. Just base coats and a bit of quick shade. What else has been going? Heaps of stuff. I bought a laser cutter. I don't know if I've mentioned that. I'm so far behind on my videos. I must get this under control. Bought a laser cutter. Been playing around with that. Playing around with Adobe Illustrator and learning how that works. Some of you might remember Scott, who used to work for me back at the Battle Bunker. Scott's coming back to work for me at Knights of Dice. He's a graphics designer, and has done a lot of work in the past for WorldWorks Games. They're a company that make printable, foldable, papercraft terrain. So he has that mind for geometry, and coupled that with his Illustrator skills, he's smashing out some amazing stuff that we'll be releasing in a few months. So we're working on a whole range of different sorts of buildings for different sorts of periods and styles, and more details will be sort of released on the Knights of Dice page, and probably on the Rubbish In Rubbish Out page on Facebook, and here on YouTube, and where, you know, the internet. So that's been going on. What else has been going on? I'm making more books. We'll have a look at that. There's too many things going on in this video. Let's have a look at those Romans that I was talking about, because I'm interested in that right now. I'm having good fun painting those. Let's talk about the miniatures at this stage, and we'll see what else pops in along the way. So welcome back. Like I said, hope you're all keeping well. Let's have a look at these Romans. So here we go. This is the 24 figures that come in the Imperial Roman Starter Army set. Now, I've mounted these on 40mm by 40mm bases that I cut out on my laser cutter. And that was very nice. That makes a very quick job of something that is rather tedious. Look, there's 4 poses in this kit. I think I might have spoken about this. Some things are coming back to me, but I can't remember. There's essentially 4 poses, so it became really, really difficult once I'd assembled these guys to sort of get them into this sort of rank and file. You can see some of them are pointing in weird directions, and it was tricky to fit 4 of them on a base. My Celts, I've put 3 per base because they're a sort of a horde army or sort of a warband army that's a little bit more irregular than the Romans. But these guys, I wanted them to have like proper ranks and rows and columns and all that sort of stuff. Anyway, they had a very quick base coat and then a quick shade. The decals come in the box. I had to paint the shields blue. Much like the little Big Man Studio transfers, they're transparent aside from the colour that's printed on them, so your background colour needs to be painted. So in this case it's blue. I picked that colour from some pictures that I'd seen on the internet. These auxiliaries obviously have the white tunics. They've got a little bit of bronze and stuff on them, and there is a lot of detail on this scabbards, but I decided to just go simple, just pick out a little bit of detail with some bronze trim, like I've seen in pictures on the internet. So these guys are going to get based up once I've got the rest of the Romans all done. They'll all get based at the same time just to make sure that the units that I have are coherent. Now, having said that, I do plan to get more figures in the future, so I might as well just go ahead and base these guys, because it's not like I'm going to wait until I've amassed my massive collection of Romans and then base them all at the same time. I'm going to have to be consistent over a period of time, so I might as well just go ahead and do them. So there's 24 figures here, so I know I said in my video that I was going to do 7 a week, and it doesn't sort of average out or amass or accrue, etc. over a period of time, but there's 3 weeks' work, according to my 7 figures a week pledge. Sort of breaking some of the rules of that pledge, but there we go. There's the first unit of those guys done. I was originally going to do their helmets just in the steel in iron, but I decided to do the bronze instead, and I think they look much better. So as I said, making a stab at the Roman Legionnaires. So they're all mounted on the painting pegs. I put magnets in the bottom of the painting pegs, and again, those guys on the Charlotte's drawn all over this one, classic. You would have seen this on my Facebook page. I simply just drilled a hole in here with my bench press, just a 10mm hole, and just pushed a 10mm magnet in there. So that's not glued in there. That's the magnet's not gonna come out. That's in there nice. So that's just makes it easier for me to move these guys around. And sort of avoid the situation where they sort of get knocked over very easily when you've got a whole bunch of them on the table. I like it, it makes it very easy. So I've done the base coat in paint mail from Army Painter, and now tonight I'll go through and pick out the flesh on all of them, and then tomorrow night I'll come back and do the tunics in red, and then the boots, and blah blah blah, and blah blah blah. And so I'm hoping that this unit's going to take me no more than a couple of weeks, 2 weeks maybe, 7 days to 10 days I'd like to sort of aim for if I just do one colour a night. I'll get this unit here out of the way as well, and then I can move on to the second unit of the Legionnaires for these guys. There's 3 units in units of Legionnaires in the box altogether, so that'll have 2 of them done soonish. So I did say I'd made some progress on some of the other figures, and this beautiful desk that was nice and neat in the beginning is now completely chaotic. I'm ending up sort of doing a lot of painting on the computer desk over there, so I should clean this up and paint at my painting desk. Anyway, so I made some progress on these figures for Ronin. Let's see if we can get a better shot of this. There we go. So I've been making some progress on those guys in the back over there. I've been doing the base coats on some more of the mud men. So this is the work that I did in that first week. And then I said, I'm going to do 7 a week, so I started painting these guys. Look, they're just going to be simple. I'm not too fussed about sort of massively high quality miniatures, especially for things that I'm just going to game with. I don't really need to spend hours and hours and hours like a lot of people really enjoy doing. I don't. For me, this is sort of the tedious part of wargaming. Just fucking hammering through these bloody miniatures. It's not something I really enjoy very much anymore. I used to at one stage, and that's why I used to do commission work, obviously at a much higher level. And I just can't paint like that anymore. I just don't have the patience. There's just miniatures pouring out of every orifice around me, and I just can't be bothered anymore. Nothing has happened on those wretched plastic kits for these World War II figures. They're driving me absolutely batty. I've given up on these guys. I reckon I might just sell them and buy some metal figures. Bloody stupid things. So lots going on this desk, but I'm not going to get back to much of this. I really would like to get, oh God, too many things. God damn it. Too many things. I really would like to get these figures for Twilight done. I want to talk more about that. I really love that game. I really need to get these figures painted and do some battle reports. It's something that I'd really like to show you because it's very, very unique. Is the rulebook handy? We'll find it later on. So that's this desk. Let's get away from this chaos. I don't have any pictures of the stuff handy that I can really be bothered editing into this video for what we're doing with the laser cutters. At this stage, they're just very basic sort of things that I've been working on, just to get my head around Illustrator, to get my head around how the laser cutter works. We bought a very cheap Chinese one, and it's a piece of rubbish. And like I said in my previous videos, buy the best tools that you can. And so I've done that, and I'm expecting some much better machines and much more expensive machines to arrive in the next couple of months when we're ready for production. So we use the Chinese cutter for prototyping and just fooling around on, and then the much more expensive machines they'll be used for production. We've got some really interesting plans for that range. I'll talk about that in a later video, but if you want to sort of follow along a little bit more regularly than my videos seem to be, jump on Facebook. The link is in the description below. That'll take you off to the Rubbish In, Rubbish Out page on Facebook, and from there you'll be able to find me, my personal profile, and Knights of Dice, and all the other random stuff that happens on the old Facebook. So, I don't know what else we talked about at the beginning. I just want to keep painting these Romans. Put on another documentary, get the flesh tone done on these guys. Oh, yeah. Shit, I just remembered. Books, more books. So, I've been making some more books. These are the text blocks. They still need to be glued, but I've bound all of these. Well, they're all of these. There's just 2 of them. So this one here, Across the Dead Earth, which I haven't read yet, but it's another post-apocalyptic survival game written by Rich Chappell. It's currently version 2.4 by Dead Earth Games, Across the Dead Earth. I have not read this rulebook. It is available in a printed edition, but I couldn't be bothered waiting for the printed edition to turn up, so I bought the PDF for £5. Have I been through this already? A lot of this is deja vu. Am I just repeating myself? God, I hope not. Anyway, so I picked up the PDF for £5 and printed this out at the office and bound it up. I just need to go through and finish the process. This one's not going to have a leather cover, the pleather. Neither is this one, Gates of Antares. This is the beta edition rules that you can get free off the Warlord Games website. I know it's just beta edition rules, but I thought, bugger it, I'll print it and bind it. What I'm doing with these books is I'm going to take the front cover, and in this case, this one has a back cover. I'm going to take those images and actually make a printed hardcover cover. I don't have an example around, but rather than wrapping it in leather, I'll actually wrap it in the printed artwork, so you can easily see what's on the front of it and therefore what is on the inside of it. So I haven't read either of these rule books. Maybe I might sit down and read these a little bit tonight after I've hammered out a bit more progress on those Romans, but we'll see. More books. I've got a video on a couple of things that you need to think about when you're printing your own rule books, which I should do tonight. I'll finish that tonight and upload it and get that one out of the way. But as for binding books and how to make journals and all that sort of crap, there's loads of videos out there on the old YouTube. So if you're interested in binding your own PDF rulebooks, you can go find those videos simply by doing a search for journal making, book binding, etc. And you'll find them. So, but there are a couple of things that I couldn't find easily about printing out PDF documents that are designed to be printed one page and then another page, another page, another page, not designed to be printed out in these little signature stacks, like small booklets, and then bound together. That took a little bit of research, and I've mentioned that on my Facebook page as well, but I thought I'd back that up with a video, and I should really get that done. There we go, I'm out of here, I'm rambling on, and there's really no sort of pattern to this video. It's I'll be surprised if anyone's still watching. Let's wrap it up. Immediately after I posted that video, I sort of got back involved. Oh, that's not very good. Look at that fucking food all over my mustache. Fuck that. Let's start again.